for today. Hey, yo, everybody.
Yeah.
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 JNR, yeah. You see, I
Yeah.
took two fandoms there and kind of bastardized a intro. If
Hey,
you
it
will.
works one. It works one way or another. If you be a
If
day,
you will.
you're
Brother
gonna be
Jack, dude.
of day.
Speaking of Brother Jack, dude, your boy Dustin's back from his first wrestling show, and since that I've worked on since 2000 and I think 19.
Damn, it's 4 or 5 years for you, man.
Yeah, it's weird to think about. It's been that long, but yeah, I worked the camera last night,
Oh,
a
nice.
soft camera, because you got to shoot wrestling a certain way, man. You
Yeah.
can't just put. You gotta when they go up the top rope, you got to get real far down and point up the camera and make it look higher.
hmm Yeah.
Like a
It's like
little
how everyone
shit.
like angles their photos like this. Like the fucking.
Yeah, yeah. I had a great time with them. I'm happy to be a part of the team down at Show Me State Wrestling, man. And you're going to be hearing probably a lot more about them lately, or as the show goes on, because when the next show is officially announced, we will. Well, it was announced last night, August 3rd is the next show. So I'll be looking for that, guys. If you want to do your boy Dustin Bones a favor and show him some love, I certainly would appreciate it if you take your ass down yonder and check out Show Me State Wrestling on YouTube.
Ooh.
I'm happy to be back in bed, fully licensed and everything once again. It's been a little bit. Can't wait for the card. I really want to see the Missouri version of the card they gave you in Mississippi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with my license, my
Oh,
wrestling license.
your promoter's license.
Well, it's a manager's license, is what I got. But they don't call it a manager; they call it a second because
Oh,
they use
corner
boxing.
man.
They
Yeah.
use boxing, is what they do here.
Oh, okay. It's probably based on like those rules and regulations. Somewhat
Well,
similar, not
no
entirely.
promoter has sued the state yet, so
Not yet.
yeah, we won't go into that. I'm just happy to be here. Uh, I have my own philosophies about how the business should not be. What's the word I'm looking for? Levied
Ran.
around a. The athletic commission ain't got nothing to do with us.
Mm.
I think the only thing that I could see the athletic commission being involved, if they're involved in gymnastics, and I don't think they are. So who knows? Who fucking knows? Oh, Bailey's here. He's coming to us live from the Rainbow Bar in LA. That lucky bastard.
Yeah,
Super
he just messaged us like, "Yeah, I'm just having a rum and coke." I'm like, "Fuck you! I want a rum and coke at the Rainbow."
That's not the Coke I want to have at the Rainbow.
That's true. I want some of the stuff they were doing 40 years ago.
I want to do it 40 years ago, though.
That's it's probably better then. Oh,
Yeah.
my nostalgia over drugs. Look at me.
Oh, I want to do 80s Coke in the 80s. Like, the only time I'll do cocaine again in my whole life is if I can build a time machine and go back to 1986, I'll do cocaine in the 80s.
In the
Yeah. Jake Huston's watching. He's sharing our shit again. Thanks, bro. We appreciate all
brother.
the support you give us. We love you, Jake. Every time I talk to him, he's like, fuck you, Dustin. But you know what? Listen, man, in all my time, that's I've come to realize that's just a natural response I give to people that know me long enough. Even Caputo here sent me
Yeah,
a
you just gotta take it as a compliment, honestly. You're doing something right.
Oh man, well guys, we've got a big show tonight because we asked you to ask us anything. We asked you on Facebook. We asked you on
Twitter, we did too.
Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of fun on Discord. That's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit.
Mhm.
We have compiled a list of your questions, especially on Discord.
Yeah.
Because that's where the most fucked up ones were.
A lot of our loyal diehards are there.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to answer every question that was submitted on Discord, no matter how fucked up it was. But we're going to mix it up to make it entertaining for everybody else with the questions we got from other places. So we've got a good, probably about 15 or 20 of these that I've picked out.
Damn.
There's a pretty good. We got a pretty long ask us anything bit, and you guys, we're gonna ask you to continue in our chat while we're live. So if you have a burning question you want to hear us answer when we get to that segment, throw it in.
Oh, absolutely. Throw them in now if you want. We'll try and get back to them one way or another.
Yeah, but for now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Welcome. Oh, should I do it like Vince McMahon? Welcome to WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Can we even mention Vince McMahon anymore? His legacy is kind of tarnished.
Fair enough. Let's do it this way. Fuck you. Welcome to the show.
Fuck you. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Guns and Radio. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, everyone leaves. Please
it makes me think of what was that fucking South Park about the Washington Redskins? Go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, the Redskins.
Oh man. We're having some fun today, man. Jake's left us some comments. Let's read through these real quick because we do like to read you guys' comments. You actually made my day when you had Gun Show Brett Michaels on the show. Oh, that's fine, Jake. You don't gotta apologize, brother. We had a good time. I have fun with it, man. I do appreciate the show. I'd love to come up to you and meet Chris at Miss Caputo. He says, not Jim.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, always
not the rabbi.
Yeah. I'm down to meet anyone, man. I don't care.
I love everybody. No, that's a lie. I don't love everybody. There's some people I clearly do not love. Absolutely.
Well, what I always say is, you hate everyone equally, but you have your favorites.
Hate takes energy, man. I don't give energy to people I hate anymore. I just forget about them.
Oh, that too.
I feel like that's the best thing you can do. Is just all right, you sucked as a person. You don't get space in the memory bank,
Yeah, absolutely.
I got too many things I got to remember, like girls' bra sizes and stuff.
And the name. What's going on?
I got to remember what name goes with what face of the 5 girls I'm dating right now. So I got to keep the CPU.
Is this a polygamy episode of Guns and Radio?
If my real girlfriend heard me talking like this, she'd be pissed. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm kidding. Actually, I don't know if she'd be pissed or not. She'd probably think it's funny. I got a pretty cool one this time, so that don't happen often. Well, welcome to the show, folks. Our song of the day is going to be Anastasia, and I know it has nothing to do with Ask Us Anything other than it starts with an A. But we also have a shit ton of rock and roll news. According to Caputo, a lot's happened this week. So, dealer's choice, Chris. What would you like to do? Do you want to do AMA first, or do you want to do rock and roll news? Because we're going to do rock and roll news, AMA, listen to the song, go the fuck home. That's our plan today.
I know I'm good with that plan. I was going to say we can get right into some rock and roll headline news.
Why is it not doing the thingy?
I'm frozen in place. Kind of. No, I just moved my head. Well,
rock and roll headline news. Go, motherfucker. Go. Jesus Christ, took you fucking long enough. Anyway, rock and roll headline news. Here's Chris Caputo. Shit.
Yeah. Why don't we kick it off with, former GNR member news here. Steven Adler has announced some U.S. dates for the summer here. He's playing a lot of places in the U.S. of A.
Oh, really?
And there's apparently more to be announced, but this is what's been announced so far. So I guess just yesterday he was in North Dakota playing a Rib Fest.
Nice. A Rib Fest?
Yeah, he's going to be in Umatilla, Oregon, June 22nd. Sayreville, New Jersey, June 28th. Man, these are like cities I've never fucking heard of.
Yeah, welcome to an indie tour.
Yeah.
Was
MD,
it? What did it
MD,
say
I see.
around August 3rd?
Oh, we'll get to that. Don't worry. We're saving the best for last, Dustin. Come on.
Oh, is that the last date?
That's the last one on this list. Yeah.
We're getting the last show?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least for now. This has more to be announced, so I don't know.
All right. So speed through these in case somebody
Yeah.
lives in one of these areas.
So he's playing somewhere. MD, I believe, is Maryland, I would assume, right? Yeah. So he's playing like somewhere in Maryland, June 29th, Hopeville, Virginia, June 30th, Pickerington, Ohio, July 12th, Marietta, Ohio, July 13th, Toledo, Ohio, July 19th, and what Dustin's saying the best for last, August 2nd, he's playing literally in your backyard of Jefferson City, Missouri. I almost fucked that up. Jeez.
Yeah. And guess who's going to be there?
Oh, I know you'll be there.
Yeah,
I'm big on you getting us at least like a sound clip from Steven Adler.
Dude, if I'm sober and and my phone doesn't die and I have access to him, I don't know what kind of access we'll even have to him.
Hey guys, Steven Adler, and you're listening to Guns on the Radio. We should just have him on the finale.
That'd be cool, man.
That'd be
cool
fucking awesome. Holy shit.
I bet he'd tell us some shit, man. I don't know. Steven seems like, I bet he's a nice guy. He seems really nice.
Well, definitely. I know I've like said some shit here about like, like, oh, why does he always have to talk shit about Axel? Like that's the only thing that kind of like irks me about him. It's like stop trying to do the Ace Frehley thing where you talk shit about someone more famous than you in your own former band just to try and get headline and clouts and stuff.
Well, they did it.
But maybe he does have like serious, I don't know if there is serious gripes. He still played with them sporadically, but like,
Yeah. Well, Steven Adler's got some tour days. Are any of those in your area? Oh, Lord. Let's see. Simbertuber says Adler needs to get Sebastian Bach on vocals. Just kidding. I like them both. I don't know, man. I think that would be a cool.
That would be very cool.
That'd raise his stock. I mean, he'd quit playing small, tiny.
You could play
like this.
Bigger stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if they advertise Sebastian Bach with Adler, and then he could learn a few skid songs. Sebastian knows all the GNR songs.
I mean, Steven Adler's got an okay band here. It seems like I think we talked about his new singer Ari Common like a while back.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so that's his new singer right now, Ari Common. He's got just like some random guys too, but I think if you guys want to look up like on YouTube some stuff of Ari Common, he's pretty good. So,
well, that's good. We'll see. I'd be happy to see. I'm excited for that show. That's actually the next show I'm going to. I'm going to see Nelly and Janet Jackson next week with my girlfriend, and then I got nothing till Adler in August, man. So that'll be the final Dustin Summer concert series this year. I didn't have as many this year, but I got burned out last year, so
yeah,
I didn't want to have as many this year. Plus, I'm home. I'm getting old, man. I just want to sit at home, watch TV and shit.
I'm already like that, and I'm like not even 30. So.
Yeah, I like to sit around in my dros, and if you sit around in your dros at a concert, people get all pissy. So
yeah,
you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, man, that's some good. What else you got for us?
Well, we've got Bon Jovi news. I know he just dropped an album this past weekend. I haven't listened to it yet, but if any of you guys listen to it, give us your thoughts and reviews on it. But there's a couple of tidbits of Bon Jovi news. So it has been confirmed there will be no tour for this album because, well, he's still recovering from that vocal surgery from like 1.5 years, 2 years ago.
How long ago did he record this motherfucker?
I have no idea. Who knows? It could have been like that last Van Halen album where it's just like, bits and pieces of old shit from the last few years or whatever. Probably just pieced together. So it says in 2022 he did that vocal cord surgery, whatever. Apparently it's been a very slow healing process. And he says it's his desire to do a tour next year, but still recovering from a major surgery. So you have to wait till next year or maybe beyond to see JB on the road.
JB Jove. What else you got?
Speaking of more Bon Jovi, so he also went to clarify about this 100 girls comment or something. So in May, while the singer discussed his career, he said, "I'm not a saint, I'm not saying that there weren't 100 girls in my life. I'm Bon Jovi. It was pretty good. And imagine him just winking and like putting a thumbs up.
Oh, so now is he backpedaling on that comment?
Yeah, he's basically backpedaling. So he's doing
You
it. Yeah, that was an interesting moment where the brain and lips don't connect. What I meant to say is I've had 100 women who have thrown themselves at me, but I didn't finish the sentence, so I really came off like an arrogant cliche.
all right. Now you want me to tell you what really happened here, brother?
Yeah, please do.
The wife saw that.
Oh,
That's what
absolutely.
fucking happened.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's wife got pissed.
Yeah. 'Cause he even mentioned his wife too. It's like, oh, ahead of their 35th wedding anniversary. Like, oh shit. Sound the alarm.
Oh man. Speaking though of anniversaries and shit like that, we do want to give a very special shout out to our boy Chris Caputo. Happy birthday, my brother. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Not that much. It's not his 30th yet. He just needs the golf
next year.
clap. Wow,
Give me a
I thought
call.
that was the golf clap. Either way, there you go.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Chris, man.
oh, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Did you have fun? Are you hungover at all tonight?
I was this morning, yes. Now I'm after a coffee and like some other, getting up off my ass and doing shit. I'm better now. So
Yeah, I get shaky like during a hangover these days.
no,
I don't know
mine's just like a heavy headache. I'm like, I do not want to leave my bed. That's it. Like it's so hard to just even like get my head. I'm like, fuck.
Well, what you got next for us?
Hang on, let's see what we got here. Oh, here's a good one. So a Fish fan has now been indefinitely banned for hitting a bong at the Sphere.
Wait,
Yeah,
a Fish fan got banned? Okay, like
yeah,
Rick getting banned for leaking a song. Okay, I get it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
Fish.
yeah.
This is what you do.
And ironically, this took place on 420 of all days. So I mean,
Oh, that is funny.
So yeah, so this video, someone I guess was filming the video of this guy, the first bong to ever be ripped inside of the Sphere. So this went viral too, and now basically this guy is now banned from not only the Sphere, but from Madison Square Garden, Radio City Music Hall, the Beacon Theater, and the Chicago Theater. So, and now they will threaten law enforcement if the fan attempts to enter anything owned by Madison Square Garden Entertainment.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, MSG owns the Sphere?
Yeah, Madison Square Garden Entertainment. They are the owners of the Sphere.
Oh, that's funny, man, because when you think about it, like, when you really think about it, like, this motherfucker took one bong rip and then blew the lid off of this Who Owns the Sphere.
Yeah, now he got banned by like 4 venues at once. I still can't beat Rick. He's banned by every venue that GNR's ever been in, probably. So,
Dude, if I got banned for every time I smoked pot at Riverport, I would have been to Riverport once. I think you and me smoked pot at Riverport. Probably gonna do it again at the Nelly show. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Well, we were on like the lawns, found a nice little spot. No one gives a shit.
Oh, dude, nobody gave a fuck at Riverport, but I don't know. And it's Vegas.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what?
People are snorting coke. Like, I guarantee the first person to do coke at the Sphere was the day that motherfucker. No, was while it was under construction.
Probably. Either that or someone was in the back with you two doing some coke before their first show.
Oh, Simber says happy birthday. I just overlooked it for a minute.
Was
that you, Jake? Was it Jake Huston that did it? Was Jake Huston the one smoking weed at the Sphere? No, it was Bailey.
No,
He's been in town.
It didn't look like
Bailey, what did you do, bro? Bailey took Jeff. It was Jeff.
I mean, Jeff probably would do something like that, honestly.
There we go.
Fucking let me do it, man.
Yeah. It was Jeff smoking weed at the Sphere.
See, you give a man a week on Discord, and this is what the shit happens.
Jeff tried to get in touch with me. Apparently, he's having some technical difficulties operating Discord. But I was at the show last night, and I really, like, I was working. Like I was doing, I got in more cardio chasing those wrestlers around with that camera than I have in the last year.
Holy shit!
So
Take that, DDPY Yoga. I just gotta fucking follow wrestlers around and film them.
That's right.
That's it, man.
What else you got? What's next on the old list?
Let's see. I mean, we got tour announcements. Cyndi Lauper's doing a farewell tour.
Oh, well,
yeah, she's 70 and she's just going out now. I'm like, that's impressive.
She still tours?
Apparently the farewell tour. It's all North American dates so far announced. I don't know if there's going to be more. But she is hitting Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Boston, Washington, New York, Nashville, Columbus, Tampa, Hollywood, Florida, not California, Atlanta, Dallas, Austin, Houston, Phoenix, San Diego, LA, Palm Desert, California, San
all
Fran,
the big venues.
Portland, Seattle, Minneapolis, Chicago. Yeah, it's going from October all the way to December.
Has anybody else announced some tours?
Not to my knowledge. I remember last week we mentioned a lot of people are canceling their tours. Black Keys couldn't even sell out hockey arenas anymore. That's pretty fucking sad.
Stop booking arenas, man. Go to the Blue Note. Go to the House of Blues.
Support smaller theater venues. What the fuck, man? There's one legendary concert venue in Toronto that's getting shut down next year, and they're gonna turn it into fucking condos.
That sucks, bro. Everything's turning into condos, which I think is a conspiracy, man. Because think about it, they shot the price of houses up so high nobody can afford them, but now they're shutting everything else down to make condos.
Yeah, because they want to fucking build houses. They just cram all these people in one building. Oh, housing problem solved.
Well,
not really.
You can't build wealth in an apartment, folks. I'm sorry, you just can't do it.
Unless you're renting it out, but that's it.
Well, if you own the apartment, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
At least if I leave my house, I get some of that money back, So there's that to contend with. You got anything else?
There was one more thing. I remember I saw here because I was looking through the news and it says David Lee Roth covers Tommy Two Tone's 8675309.
Oh shit, that's right. I was going to download that real quick.
Oh my god. And I was like, really? David Lee Roth is covering anything nowadays. He's, re-recording all these Van Halen hits. Might as well start going to more of the 80s well.
Come on, David Lee, you're going to take away Tommy Two Tone's only hit?
Yeah, literally.
I bet you that song's going to get played more by David Lee in fucking clubs and shit than it ever was by Tommy Two Tone.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because now, I believe those re-recorded versions he did of Panama and Ain't Talking About Love are not on Spotify anymore. But surprisingly, that last Van Halen album is now back on Spotify.
Oh,
and all streaming services. Yeah, because that was out for a while. It was gone for a while from Spotify and everywhere else for reasons. But
something
I guess
happened behind the scenes.
Now it's back up, so who knows?
Well, it's not letting me. Let me reset it.
I put in the private chat here for you.
Well, I downloaded it, but it says that it can't play the file because it's corrupted.
Oh, god damn it.
So let me try again. Maybe it was just not finished downloading. No, it says the file's corrupted. I can't play it.
What?
Let's see. Well, shit. Never mind. You can find it on YouTube. We'll share a link in the chat.
Yeah, because this sounds ridiculous. And
I guess that's the best I can do right now to be able to keep the show going because I don't want to pause the whole thing to.
I was gonna say I opened the link. It works for me. I don't know.
No, the link works. It's where I downloaded it that don't work. And I'm out of downloads for the hour.
Oh, god
on the service that I use to rip these off of YouTube because it's the only one that's not buggy and scammy.
I was gonna say, would a screen share work? I think it's just the audio anyways. I don't think it's a music video.
We could do a screen share, but it's going to echo your audio. We'll have technical difficulties. Just go watch it on the fucking clip. We'll move on.
Yeah.
It's not that great.
It's just how ridiculous it is.
How fucking good could it be? I don't think.
So there you go.
I don't think David Lee's revolutionizing rock and roll by covering 8675309.
Yeah, even when he was his last performances, he wasn't even singing across songs. You sing when he wants. Oh, going like this. He's making fucking bird noises. I'm like, are you on crack?
Yeah. Well, folks, now it's time for the part of the show that I've been looking forward to the most for a while now. We did this years ago but we're doing it again.
Whoop,
It's
whoop.
time
I
to
think
ask us anything. I'm gonna put this here.
we did it once years ago on like an Instagram live thing.
Yeah, before we were live every week, we did a special one night only um, live thing,
AMA. Yeah.
AMA, and we had a lot of fun with you guys. And some of these questions are repeated, but that's okay because I think that footage is lost.
Yeah.
So
Had it, and now it's gone now, but
yeah, I don't know where the fuck it is. Anyway, we asked we're you guys in Discord. I'm gonna tell you, I got maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 from other places besides Discord.
yeah.
And where I fucked up was I didn't write down where I got them from.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them were the same, so I just picked the one I saw first. So if I ask your question here and you're like, wait the fuck a minute, just know you probably weren't the only one then. And by the way, you guys watching live, please feel free if you want to participate in this Ask Us Anything. You may leave something in the chat right now. And nothing's off limits, as you're going to see when we get to some of this Discord shit, people.
There were some interesting ones there. I was like, oh, God, we have to answer this?
Yeah, but I'm going to kick things off with, let's see, let's start here. I'm going to start out with this one. Rebel Roses asks, what was the first GNR song you ever heard? So, Chris, what was the first GNR song you ever heard?
Track 1, album 1, man. Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh, really?
Well, because I remember, I think around that time, like, it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was coming out. And he used to play the commercials. I remember Welcome to the Jungle was always part of those commercials. So we did like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, like, like the opening riff and shit. And that's like probably the first thing I can remember of hearing anything. And then, going through like my uncle's like stash of music, he had Appetite for Destruction on CD. And to listen to that album, and that just like got me hooked.
The first thing I remember is I had this tape of the Use Your Illusions VHS tapes. I had tape 1 and I guess Night Train then, because that's the song that opens on that. But before that, I had heard Paradise City.
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard Paradise City on, I specifically remember there was, you remember back, well, I don't know if you were old enough to remember or not, but back in the 90s, if you were up really late at night, you would see these compilation CDs they would sell. That would be
still
like,
did that even in the early 2000s, yeah.
Okay, well, in the 90s, I was an Adderall kid for my ADHD, and they gave me too strong of a dose. I think, I don't know, but I was up really late a lot at night, and I remember seeing a TV commercial, and for some compilation album, and Paradise City being on it, because I remember really liking that song, but I didn't click together that it was Guns N' Roses yet. But I don't know if that happened first or if Jeffrey gave me the tape first, one of the two, but I don't remember what order those things happened in. So it's either Night Train or Paradise City, one of the two. I've got it kind of hollowed down to. The first song I ever heard him play live in person was Chinese Democracy. So, how about you? Welcome to the Jungle. Same answer.
Yeah, because I saw him in 06. I think they're still opening with Jungle in 06.
Okay.
So that probably would have been. Yeah, I would probably say the same thing.
All right, let's see here. Let's do a fucked up Discord one. Franz says, our buddy Franz, he says, when was the first moment you realized your parents had to have sex for you to be here? Were you grossed out or morbidly curious?
Well, you can blame sex ed class for that. I don't even remember. Fuck, that was probably grade 7. Or 8, it was probably like 13.
Oh, man. Did you ever walk in on your parents fucking? That's one of the worst things that can happen.
Thank God I haven't. Jeez.
Yeah, well, that happened to me. That's fucking nasty.
I think mine gave up after I was born, so who knows?
Boy. Making me gag right now, just having flashbacks.
Yeah.
I'm getting a cold sweat.
That's the good old days, man. We used to laugh at the word vagina. Now it's like, grow the fuck up. Ha ha, fallopian tube. Ha.
Here's a GNR related one from Discord from Sheriff Ian. Which it's just Ian on here, but Sheriff
Yeah.
Ian in our Discord.
So the sheriff.
Yeah. Slash on the mic or Axel on guitar. I guess he's saying, what would you, if you had to trade one of the two, would you rather put Slash on the microphone or Axel on the guitar?
Oh god, Slash would not be able to sing for shit, honestly. Even hearing him sing drunk on those few times where he has to do it live.
Yeah.
He goes kind of like, well, he starts sounding like Andre the Giant in The Princess Bride, honestly. Like that's how fucking ridiculous he sounds. And I mean, I wouldn't mind taking Axel on the guitar because I think if you put as much work into like learning that, even for like the way how he's a vocalist and performer and frontman, I think he would do pretty decent being a guitar player.
I've heard Axel was a very accomplished guitar player.
He was. I mean, he on the Illusions album, there's a couple credits for writing some guitar parts on a few songs, and I think there's even like a couple on Chinese Democracy. Maybe I have to double check that.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. Like he recorded something and said, gave it over to Buckethead or somebody and was like, do this your way,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be stunned.
Yeah, I probably wrote like a main riff, and it's like, you guys do the rest, whatever. I just gave you the backbone.
Yeah. Well, we got a question here from Jake Huston. He says, did you guys know that Steven Tyler was on the show 2.5 Men for one episode?
Oh, Steven Tyler?
No, I did not know that.
I did not know that. I don't know. I never really watched 2.5 Men. All I remember is just like Charlie Sheen in 2011, and that's it.
Wouldn't it be funny if he played like an ugly chick that Charlie Sheen hooked up with in a one-night stand?
Dude looks like a lady. Well, at least Charlie Sheen got Slash to play guitar at his roast, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool when he comes out on that throne with Slash playing on the
fire and shit. Yeah,
that was cool. Let's see. I'm gonna save this one for last. I'm gonna save that one for last. Blaze Blizzard says, do you have a favorite memory that is associated with a GNR song?
Yeah, we'd have to really think about that.
I've got a favorite memory associated with a concert. Like I know what my favorite concert was, which was Appetite for Democracy. And that's not just a cheap plug for an episode coming in the next couple of weeks, actually, because we're going to be taking a break from our normal shenanigans to watch Appetite for Democracy and one of our upcoming episodes. More on that later. And I think probably one of my favorite memories would probably be, I don't remember the song, but it was in Vegas at Appetite for Democracy. DJ Ashba came out with a bottle of Jaeger. This fucker used to drink the shit out of Jägermeister when we were in Vegas. Like I sat at the bar with him for like an hour, and that was all he had was Jaeger bombs. He'd buy two, he'd give me one, I'd sip on it, and we'd shot the shit.
Yeah.
Well, then they're playing, and he brings out a bottle of Jaeger during one of the songs, and I had a cup because I bought a beer, and I had him going, "Hey, DJ," and I put my cup out, and he poured Jaeger in it, and I drank some of his Jaeger. That was a pretty cool memory. Then the night Axel randomly reached down and shook my hand. That was cool. He did that. I've never seen Axel do that very much, but that night at the show, he reached down and he shook hands with 3 people. It was me, Rick, and a girl named Megan that was with us. And that happened in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Tabernacle, I believe, if I remember correctly. So that's a cool memory associated with it. If I had to pick one associated with a particular song, well, one night at wrestling, I sung a parody of Paradise City called Take Me Down to Columbus, Mississippi, or Don't Take Me Down to Columbus, Mississippi, because the grass ain't green and the girls ain't pretty. Won't you please just take me home? I remember this is all the lyrics I remember. Redneck Hicks is the only thing I can see. You've all got brown teeth and a gum disease. Might touch a woman one day, but she won't touch you for free. You're 40 and you live with your mom. Get off your ass and go get a job.
Hey, it's effective. It works, man.
Or the night me and Rick got hammered on Night Train while listening to Night Train. What I remember of that. That was a wild night. We don't talk about those too much. Can't tell many of those. Let's see. Do you have one? I didn't get to yours.
I don't remember associated with a song. I mean, I probably already mentioned it before. I think, like, in the first question, I'd say, like, I guess just hearing Jungle for the first time in, like, what, 2004, 2005, probably.
Okay.
Being, like, literally 9 or 10 years old, I'm like, okay, this is some shit. I mean, there's that. I remember, like, I'm trying to remember, like, I know I saw them in 06. I don't really remember much of that show, unfortunately. I know I still have, like, some bootlegged ass audio from it, but, like, it's not that great. So I always usually go back to the show I went to in 2010. That one I always hold pretty near and personal to me, I'd say. It was
The
like right
2010 show?
Yeah, that was like what, a year and a bit after the album came out. They started that tour finally. That was fucking awesome. I wish I fucking had my old BlackBerry. I took videos and stuff. Even though it was up in the 300s. But yeah, I had my another experience of waiting for Axl to fucking show up.
You actually got to sit there and wait?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on here, man? I didn't get that deep into the lore, and I'm like, after I'm like, oh well, I just got Axled. Yeah. It wasn't too late though, so it was like 10:30. But then it's like, shit, we gotta catch like the subway before the last one leaves at like 12:50.
10:30, motherfucker! I waited on this bitch till 1 a.m. one night. The opening act went on at 7.
Oh, was it 10:30? It was probably like 11, I think. It was 10:30, 11 or something. And we got through at least like an hour and a half from the set, and then we're like, fuck, we gotta go catch the subway before it leaves. The last one leaving in like 5 minutes.
This motherfucker had us almost 1 a.m. before he ever took the stage. The opening act went on at 7 and was done and played a 45-minute set. And then we waited and waited and waited.
You only had one opener, or at least I had two.
No, we had one, and it wasn't even a good one. Well, it was a good one, but the crowd ate them alive. It was Adelita's Way.
Oh,
and dude, poor Adelita's Way, man. They got ate alive by that crowd.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen them open for GNR, that crowd eats them alive, man. And they're a good band. That's the thing about GNR, man. It's like, and the fans and shit, is like they fucking tear into a really good band sometimes.
Yeah.
Tony Speed, this is a Discord question. Tony Speed says, if you had an uncle named Jack and you went horseback riding with him and Jack had trouble getting off a horse, would you help your Uncle Jack off? I'd fuck the horse.
No, I'd throw them both off a cliff.
There you go. Let's see. Cut of the Jib, a.k.a. the Rabbi, says, he's got a couple in here. If you had to nuke one state in the United States and annihilate everyone in that state to save the rest of the states from nuclear disaster, which would you choose?
Oh, fucking stuff.
I don't know. Maybe something either like Montana where nobody lives. What's one of those desert states that nobody lives in? One of those.
There's only two to mind. I guess New Mexico, where you're going to wipe out all the aliens.
Oh, at Area 51?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This might cause a chain reaction with some of that UFO technology they got buried at Area 51.
True. World War III is going
blow up the whole world. That's right. Or one of those tiny states like Rhode Island. But what's bad is it's like it's little bitty. It's like the size of my neighborhood. The population is so dense over there that you'd probably get more people than you would nuking like a Montana Probably one of those states you don't think of when you think of where would I like to go visit when I come to the U.S.
Yeah.
Probably one of those states that never even think of. Or that's a tough one. I don't have any I particularly don't like. I mean, there's towns I don't like the city of Belmont. Like if I could just
Fuck
evacuate,
Belmont.
if I could evacuate 10 people
Mhm.
from the area and then just have the earth swallow it whole and take everybody with it, I probably wouldn't even use all 10. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Wait,
yeah.
we got 10. Wait, we got 10 nukes in this situation, or
No, 10 people I would like.
oh,
If I could get rid of Belmont but evacuate like 10 people, I might not even use all 10. Because
get
right
aboard the
now
escape pod, bro.
I'm only thinking of 5 off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
we'll have a lottery for the
Oh
rest.
man, there's at least like 5 states I'd want.
Oh
My
man.
instant reaction is always like Florida, but I'm like, wait a minute, it's actually kind of nice weather, and I maybe would want to go back there on vacation.
Oh man. Hey, looky here. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Augers.
Augers audio cult. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Augers.
Augers Audio Cult says, "What's up, guys? I just joined the Discord.
Oh yeah,
Welcome. Thank you for coming on board. We're happy to
showing up,
have you.
man. Yeah.
And yeah, if you come up with a question you want to ask us, let us know. But this one comes from Dead Horse Rider, and it says, "Which song do you think is the most overrated?" I guess they mean the Guns N' Roses songs, because I
Okay.
did say for a Guns N' Roses podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Which song do you think is the most overrated, Chris? Underrated.
Ooh. Underrated or overrated?
We'll do both. Let's start out with underrated, since that's the question that I don't remember the name now. I backspaced out of it.
Said
So
Dead Horse Rider, I think.
Dead Horse Rider, yeah.
Yeah.
What
Oh, so
song
this
do you
guy
think?
wrote Dead Horse. Are you Axl Rose, bro? Is he
Dead Horse
Stratton?
is underrated. I never hear Dead Horse on the radio, and it's one of the best songs.
Yeah, well, you only really hear like the singles. I mean,
Yeah.
even just looking, I saw somewhere on the Guns N' Roses subreddit, like the most streamed songs on Spotify from the band.
Mhm.
And like surprisingly, there's only one Chinese Democracy song. This I love. I was like, really?
Yeah. So let me think. Underrated songs. I know you don't like it, but I think Riot and the Bedouins
Okay.
is a very underrated song. I
Mhm.
love Riot and the Bedouins. Have we even reviewed that on the show yet?
That's one of the very few Chinese Democracy songs we haven't gotten to yet. I think
Yeah.
there's like one of like 4 or 5 that are left in that area, in that album.
Yeah. If I'd say, like, let's go album wise, and we'll count Illusion as one.
Okay.
Underrated on Appetite. For me, it's Think About You.
Yeah, I would agree.
Use Your Illusion. I already said Dead Horse. I'm gonna stay with that. I think that's a very underrated song. What about you? You got one from Illusion that?
Well, from Illusions 1, I would probably say like Right Next Door to Hell. I just think it's a
Okay.
great intro, man. Like a great album intro. You can play that within the first 5 songs on the set list. It's just something quick, and it's just it is a little bit, it's almost like a more of an upgraded version of like their Appetite sound to me, where they still keep that punk rock-ish kind of edge, but in that sort of hard rock vein that they've always been kind of very much pushing, at least at that time in the band. So I think
Right
that's
on.
a quite an underrated song. It's quick, and it's done in under like 3 minutes. So,
What about Spaghetti Incident?
ooh, Black Leather.
Yeah, I was gonna say Black Leather too.
Black Leather.
Black Leather.
That's one of the
Yeah.
few besides like what, Since I Don't Have You, that I'd actually listened to, and maybe Attitude.
I never
If I want to
listened
hear
to Black
Doppelganger.
Leather before we reviewed it on this show.
I barely listened to like anything from Spaghetti Incident. That was like I always heard, oh, that's one to avoid. So I'm just like, all right.
Yeah,
And
it
then I
turns
kind of
out.
grew a mind of my own. I said, fuck it, why not listen to it?
Yeah, it turns out that yeah, there's pretty good Spaghetti Incident's actually a pretty good one. And I said one for Chidem. And did you got one for Chidem? And then
Oh
we'll
man,
move
that's
on.
tough. I would say like 90% of that album.
Okay.
If I would pick one
That's underrated.
one that's underrated.
That you don't hear people praise a lot.
Um,
If they're going to praise anything off Chidem, it's probably better. I think that
Yeah.
whole album. I think you're right on that whole album.
But
People
I think
shit on.
like better. I think a lot of even like non-Chinese democracy fans would agree that's one of their better songs on the album.
Mhm.
I think one is like that's the one song that people can like unanimously agree with. Jeez, about the lips are coming out too fast here.
All right, so we're not going to do albums because we've got too many of these to go, and we're 45 minutes in. So, one Guns N' Roses song you think is overrated?
Ooh,
I got one that just popped top of my head. First one that come to mind, "Sweet Child of Mine."
okay. Yeah, I figured some people were gonna say that. For me, probably another hot take, but I want to say like November Rain. It's a great
November
song,
Rain.
but it's like people make it this like masterpiece of a song. Like, yeah, it kind of is a masterpiece, but like when you look at it like 30 years later, it's like it's fine, you know.
Okay, speaking of November Rain, that's going to be the next question I pull from the pool from this week. But Augur's Audio cult left us a question in the chat, and I want to do it first. Post grunge or metal?
Oh God, post grunge that includes Nickelback, so I would avoid anything Nickelback related. So I'd rather, even though metal heads are like fucking giant gatekeepers with a shitty fan base, I'd rather go metal.
Depends on the metal, because I don't
That's
put
true.
metal as one category. Like I hate like screamy shit and that shit you can't understand.
Yeah,
Um, if it's that kind of metal you mean, post grunge all day. Um, I'd rather listen to Nickelback because they've got some songs I like and I can sing along with them. I don't think Nickelback's all that bad.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I have to like give myself a lobotomy if I ever start singing a Nickelback song.
But if it's like Disturbed, for example, I love Disturbed.
I don't
So
consider them post grunge. They were started out kind of new metal-ish, but then like they kind of became more of like alt rock. Like people consider them butt rock. I'm like, I don't think they're butt rock. No way.
well,
Nickelback is
Drowning
major butt
Pool,
rock. Hinder
Drowning
is
Pool,
butt rock.
Drowning Pool started out as death metal kind of, and then they eventually became butt rock too. But they got better. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to say post grunge. Um, and August says Disturbed is definitely metal. So boom, you're wrong, Chris.
Well, that's why I said they started off new metal, and they still have elements of metal. I mean, I don't know. I listened to one of their last albums. I don't remember fucking which one. It wasn't that
10,000
metal,
Fists is my
but
favorite.
that's a great fucking album. Even the one after that was really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Indestructible, yeah, that was a fucking great album.
Rock the bone. I can't. I don't remember all the words. Every broken man. Anyway, that's for another time. We'll have to get into. We'll have to watch a Disturbed music video at some
I'm
point.
down. I'm cool for that.
They're clean as fuck, man.
Yeah.
They know their shit. Going back to our overrated discussion, Cranges
Crunchies.
says Cranges
Yeah.
says Locomotive is overrated. I always thought. I agree.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these like ones that a lot of the fans are like, oh, these such a fucking deep cut, bro. I'm like, it's fine.
I'd
It's
say Cone
cool.
is overrated.
That's another one too. I'm like, it's cool. I feel like if you like it's that song to me is more of just like, using music as an art form. It's like, let's make something long and like interesting. It's cool, but it's like not something like it was cool to see him bring it out live, in like the first sort of phase of the Not in This Lifetime era, but then it's still going. I'm like, just leave it. Leave it
Yeah.
alone, please.
At least with Locomotive, you get to sing. I got to peel the bitch off my back.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer like Breakdown, Cool Ranch Dressing. Oh, that's Pretty Tied Up. Sorry, yeah.
No, that's up. Yeah, Pretty Tied Up. Cool.
Pretty Tied Up is a good one. Yeah.
Pixel Pirate says, "What's your favorite GNR music video, and why is it November Rain?"
Actually, mine would be Estranged.
You like Estranged? Oh yeah, the one where like is that the one where he's hiding in the house?
So yeah, he
Cops?
starts off like Axel hiding in the house. I feel like that's more of like a fever dream, that one, because it just goes from like this to that, and then like Slash is coming out of the fucking water doing a solo, and then he's like literally doing like a moonwalk slide down fucking Sunset Boulevard, because why not? And then and fucking Axel swimming with dolphins. That's legendary as fuck right there.
Well, most of your GNR music videos are just live performance
Yeah.
cuts, cut together. I thought the perhaps one was really good just because the footage was beautiful. It was gorgeous. Um, Same with you know what? I'm gonna say You Could Be Mine because I like that
Oh,
whole Terminator gimmick that they
yeah.
added in,
Arnold's
like
hunting them down and shit.
at the concert. So
That's
it's
pretty cool.
still live performance footage, but it's kind of got a gimmick mixed in with it. So Franz is back in our. We've already read one of Franz's comments, but he says "Get in the Ring" is underrated as fuck.
Oh, that one too, man. I was gonna say that or like Shotgun Blues, like Guns N' Roses diss tracks. Hell yeah.
Oh man, Cringe just says breakdown makes me cringe. The outro is hideous. Oh well,
Hey,
there you go. A
that's
couple
your
of hot
take.
takes from the crowd.
Yeah,
So
not really
yeah,
from us, man. Holy.
I know, right? We're not the only ones. So I'm gonna read another one from Discord now. Big Salgio says, "What is your favorite Capri Sun flavor?"
I don't know. Do we have Capri Sun in Canada?
No, they have clearly Canadian.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we had something similar to that. I don't know if it was Capri Sun. We had
My
like Sunny D
favorite
in those like packs with the straw and shit.
My favorite Capri Sun flavor is whatever your mom has in the fridge when I'm sneaking out doing the walk of shame every night. That's my favorite flavor. Here's a GNR one from our Discord. Not all of them are just people going off the rails and trying to
Yeah,
sandbag the bit.
not
This
entirely.
is from somebody I just wrote from Chris, but I don't remember Chris who, but it's not Caputo and it's not Jake.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So
some guy named Chris in our Discord.
yeah, here's a tough question. Rocket Queen or Coma if you had to choose one? That's not a tough question for me, Chris.
Rocket
Rocket
Queen.
Queen. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear some bitches moaning.
Oh, I love Rocket Queen, dude. That's one of my when I do go see GNR live, that is
Mm.
one of the parts of the show I look forward to the most is Rocket Queen.
I will add a point to this too. Do you see anyone tattooing the lyrics of Coma on their body? No, people tattoo the lyrics of Rocket Queen on their body because that fucking the last 2 minutes of that song has meaning.
Oh man, it hits you in the feels.
It's like switches gears. It's such a cool fucking concept, that song.
I know, man. It's about falling in love with a hooker, pretty much, right?
Pretty much, and then just like, just fading away.
Yeah, yeah. Fading away. Ruby Soho does not die. That is a but that's a conversation for another day. That's another hot take. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with GNR though. Let's see. Doot. I'm gonna save that one for next to last. Rick Dunsford says, "What's the worst place to get horny?
Oh gosh.
At your house
Probably
when
at
your
work.
mom's over. At your house when your mom and your dad are over, bro.
I would also say at work.
At work. How
Yeah,
about like when you're
if you
singing
do,
in the
at least be wearing sweatpants so no one can see your boner.
how about when you're
Actually,
singing in the church choir?
oh, that too, pretty awkward. You want to be hitting that alto note while this was.
You be at church and you'll be getting a boner or something, then the preacher's like, "Everybody stand up."
What?
Oh, Franz has a hot take. He says Rocket Queen sucks nowadays and has been dragged out like crazy. I like it when you're there. When you're watching on YouTube or something, it kind of
Yeah.
drags.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree with the point of being dragged out like crazy, but I think you have to blame Slash for that.
Yeah.
Was it ever really dragged out that much, even like during the Chidem era? Maybe later on, like I think after the album got released, they're touring a lot more. Maybe it did. I don't recall.
I don't either. I don't think it did. I mean, it might have been extended slightly, but it wasn't all that
Yeah, it
much.
wouldn't be like 10 minutes. It'd be maybe like,
Dude, try 30. That's how long it is
yeah,
on Live Era. It's like 30 minutes on Live Era.
oh God, it's unbearable.
Yeah. Franz says no, blame Axel so he can go to the oxygen tent longer.
Oh, it's 50-50. We'll split it.
Oh, hey Jake, I see your chats, man. I can't let you in. Check Discord. I sent you an explanation. I just don't want to say it on air because I don't want to give too much behind the scenes away. We're on
Yeah.
a tight deadline tonight, which we'll probably still miss.
Yeah.
But we got a lot. We got to go tonight. We got a lot of shit coming up. So I'm sorry. We're not even bringing Jeff or anybody in. So we're not bringing anybody in tonight. We just don't have time tonight. We can't have another 4-hour fucking show.
No.
Oh, God, I feel like this is sandbagging the bit. But I said I would ask all of the Discord ones, and I'm gonna. Ian wants to know, what's your take on the ongoing genocide in Palestine? I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. I don't follow the news because there's nothing I can do about it anyway.
Yeah.
Except get on the internet and bitch. And there's plenty of other people doing that, and it just bums me out. So I don't pay attention to it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Jake, have a good night, Jake. Love you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
That's
know
what
what
I
else
think
to say
about
about that.
I mean, I don't pay attention to news that I can't affect. Okay,
Exactly.
like I
I
pay
don't need
attention to
enough.
politics because I vote on those,
Yeah.
but not other stuff across because it just bums me out. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for both sides.
Hmm.
Both sides have a shitty fucking thing going on, from what I've read and looked at, and it just bums me out, and so I don't like to think about it. Let's see. We got another comment from Cranjus says GNR will always be my favorite, but I will never listen to their music anymore, hardly, especially the radio hits. I held on as long as I could though, but that drought before Chinese did me in. Well, the drought after I feel like it's probably been a little longer, hadn't it? So
Yeah. Oh, it's been fuck, holy shit, Jesus, it's been longer. Yeah.
yeah, I think it has been longer since between
It's been at least a
spaghetti and
decade and a half.
yeah. I mean, we got one new song and a bunch that we all got on our own as fans.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the fans have to work harder to get fucking music than this band has worked to even make it.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
fans sure, I love Miss Metal. I'll never forget that. The fans sure haven't had a problem figuring out how to release your music.
Goddamn right.
Oh, that was one of the best like comebacks I've ever heard. But I get it though. A lot of people are like that. Johnny Rock, what's up, Johnny Rock? He says he's a big fan of Robin Fink. I was gonna get you banned in this chat if you do.
Yeah.
I hope you're really Johnny Rock and not somebody else that's not allowed in our show.
Yeah, not some other fuckhead. Familiar fucking
I
human
think
being.
he's fucking with us. He's got to be.
I would
He's
hope so.
talking his Robin Fink shit. He's got to be. It's either fucking with us or we'll deal with you after the show.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Well, I've got 3 Discord ones left and 3 non-Discord ones left. What's your favorite cover song? This is from Slash and Burn. What's your favorite cover song performed by GNR? Well, we know Chris's is Wichita Lineman, so I guess we can go ahead and I can think about mine. Dead Flowers. All right. Well, that was easy enough. No, seriously, what's your favorite cover song?
Oh,
besides Wichita? All right.
Of
Of course, we know Wichita's your favorite.
Would Knocking on Heaven's Door count?
I didn't think of that, but very good call.
That's technically a cover.
And not technically, it is a cover. Like,
I mean, no one complains about that being dragged out for so long. So.
Yeah. Let's see. What song is your favorite to hear live? That's from Neon Ninja.
I mean, It's tough.
I think I already said Rocket Queen. I look forward to that. No, Night Train. Night Train 100 times. That's one of the few that even in my middle-aged stage, I still, no matter how bad I'm hurting at the show, because standing in the pit hurts me. I don't know if I've ever said that or not, because when I'm in the pit at a concert, I am in pain every time. Even when me and Rick went to Sum 41, I am in pain. But man, when Night Train comes on, I'm jumping up and down and going crazy and everything else. So Night Train, I think, is probably for me my favorite. What about you?
I would probably go along the same lines too. I mean, if this was like 2016 onwards, I'd be like, okay, anything really from like Chinese Democracy, I'd be pretty surprised they would play. Cool, whatever. But at least Night Train. It's like, okay, the encore's coming up. Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have went with Don't Cry, but I'm like, that's one they like rarely pull out of the books now, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah, it's kind of falling off, which I wasn't expecting.
It's weird because they usually switch that and Patience on the encore sometimes.
Cringe just has another comment. They say Axl is pretty smart though. Why make new music that will that you'll get ridiculed for? Just tour the hits and milk the legacy. I mean,
You make a point.
we might have did this to ourselves, being dicks on the internet.
Pretty much. But I feel like Axel's just broken, man, after like Chinese Democracy and all that shit that went through and that decade and even
No,
through past
somebody's
that.
going to get paid that he don't like. I'm 100%. I am settled on the explanation that somebody is going to get some money if Axl releases these songs. Somebody he doesn't like, and he's
Chris
sitting
Pittman?
on them to avoid it. Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
I mean, they somewhat got away with Absurd. I think he was credited on that. I don't know.
Going back for a minute, Johnny Rock says my favorite GNR cover song is "Ain't It Fun." That's a good one. I
Oh, yeah, we
forget
totally forgot
that's
about Spaghetti Incident, the cover, its album.
Oh yeah, a whole album.
Black Leather's a close second, man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Let's see here. Going back to Discord, Cut of the Jib says, if you had a gay monkey on your back, would you leave it there or beat it off? I'd fuck it.
I'd fling it like it flings its own shit.
Damn, Jib, that's 2 jerk off questions you gave us. Come on now. At least give us a different joke.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of which, I spoke too soon. The Robbie says, would you rather blow one guy 10 times or 10 guys one time? How about 10 guys 10 times? No, my actual official answer to that is I'd have to see what they look like.
Yeah. Well, it's actually an apropos question. It is Pride Month, so.
There you go. Happy Pride, everybody. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me, where's the kid? There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know. That didn't feel like an appropriate soundbite to play for that. You know what? Fuck it. Do it again. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Let's see. Rock and Roll Randy says, Randy, is that your name or is it like Rock Makes You Horny? What's your favorite? Who's your favorite member of GNR?
Ooh.
I think the Axl or Slash and Duff and them and everybody being gone proved that you can have GNR without Axl or without everybody but Axl.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you can have it without Axl. I think Axl makes or breaks GNR, even though, like, let's be real, his voice isn't what it used to be. We talk about that all the time on the show. Sometimes we make fun of it. Sometimes we understand it. But no Axl, no GNR. Maybe Baz could fill in and do a few shows if, God forbid, something happened to Axl. But I got to go with Axl, man. He don't take no shit from anybody. He'll fucking leave.
Yeah.
You piss him off, he'll go the fuck home. He don't need you, and I like that attitude in my rock stars. So mine is Axl. What do you say, Chris?
I'd probably be along the same lines. It's either Axl or Slash, because to me it's like they're like 1A, 1B. You kind of can't really have one without the other. I mean, it did work for a while for Axl, but then eventually, he ended up having to, make amends and reunite, in the end. And rightfully so, they made money off that. But
yeah,
I feel like it probably Axl too, because I can't imagine anyone else fucking singing these songs. It's like hearing people like cover like Prince. Like I can't imagine anyone else but Prince, singing these. Like they're bold attempts. Some of them are okay, but it's like you can't reach that level.
If you're gonna cover Prince, it better be good.
Exactly.
It reminds me of that first episode of Conan. You better be as good as Letterman. But no, I mean, personal wise, as far as people I like, Bumblefoot, I like the best out of everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I actually like to retract my answer. My answer would actually be Chris Pittman and his towel.
No, Chris
I'm
Pittman.
kidding.
I loved Pittman, man. I used to talk to Pittman all the time, but since he fell off the map, he don't talk to me anymore.
Yeah, I think
Send your
he.
boy a text, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he
We
kind of
don't got to
screwed
talk
himself.
about it on air.
He screwed himself though with those tweets. I get it. He was kind of
Yeah,
right, but like sometimes you got to go along with the shit. You know?
yeah. You go to work, do your job, take all the money.
Who cares? Yeah,
Who gives a fuck?
you still would have been there.
And bitch inside the family, not outside of it. Like
Exactly.
I don't air my grievances with my shoot job outside of my team. If anybody at work asks me about some things my team is doing and I think it's stupid, I'll sell it like it's great. But
Mhm,
then as soon as the door closes and it's just our team, I'll be like, y'all, this is stupid and here's why. And
mhm.
I'll fight and I'll bitch and I'll moan. And then once a decision's made, I'll support it 100%. But you just don't talk outside the family. Speaking of Pride Month, Jake Huston says Dustin is sexy. Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Too sexy for a shirt. What?
Yeah, let me show you a little chest hair. Uh, let's see. Franz says, if you had a third ear, where would you place it?
Right on my ass.
I put it on my hand so I could you could tell me secrets from far away.
Yeah, but then if you do like talk to the actually if you do like talk to the hand, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Then you still
Yeah.
hear shit. Even though it's supposed to be like to mean the total opposite. It's like I don't give a fuck.
Or I'd hear all the slurpy sounds when I'm giving myself a friendly stranger.
You're doing some right hand shame.
Yeah. Jake Huston says, do you love ham? That's a good question. I don't love it. We'll answer it. We're going to answer it. It's good. I don't hate it.
It's fine. Yeah.
I'll eat it if there's like nothing else.
Mhm.
I don't like, but I'm not a sandwich guy. I don't like sandwiches. Is that weird? I don't know. Never thought about it. Tony Speed from our Discord, and this is the last song. Now, this is not the last, but this is the last. We got 3 more questions from the bank of from earlier this week. Tony Speed from Discord says, you discover the unreleased, re-recorded Appetite for Destruction album on a burnt CD titled Appetite for Reconstruction. Leaking it to the internet causes Fernando to assassinate you. Do you leak it or not?
Oh.
Fuck Fernando. I wouldn't release it either way. Like,
Ah.
I mean, it's not worth the hassle. Now, I might give it to
No.
a few people privately, and what they did with it would be their own fucking business.
Yeah.
You know, if that motherfucker showed up at my house, I would have Rick Dunsford would be the first person.
Oh, you and I both say that. Listen, Rick knows what to do.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, man, and this is to the people that might be listening that know me personally. If you have ever said the words "Don't tell Rick" to me about something you and I did, particularly girls,
Yeah.
I can promise you the first thing I did was told Rick. I can't think of one time somebody did something like, "Now, don't tell Rick." I won't tell Rick, I promise. I told Rick immediately. Probably call him on my way of leaving that situation. I ran straight to Rick. Most of the time, I figure there might be a piece of information I don't have as to why he don't need this knowledge, and probably be helpful for him to have it. So, as a good friend, I'm going to tell him every time. Johnny Rock says, will there be a box set for Chinese Democracy? That's a good question.
I mean, I'd love to, but probably not, unless, circumstances happen and the band, like, can no longer go on
It
because
would
of,
be one of those
certain
anniversary.
things. Yeah.
It'd be one of those anniversary releases if it does happen. I hope there is eventually.
I mean, we're almost at 20, so we'll see.
Yeah. Potentially. Could be. I think a better question is, will there be a box set for Spaghetti Incident?
Oh.
Because I don't think that was included in the Illusions, was it?
And it was not included, no. Unless they get the rights back for those songs, I guess, maybe. Because they're technically all covers. They probably have to, like, re-up the rights to re-release it, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's more likely we would get a box set for Chidem before we got a box set for Spaghetti. So
yeah, unless we have unreleased covers.
Yeah.
Almost more of that.
Got another comment from Jake Huston. Who is better, Dustin Bones or Dustin Starr? Dustin fucking Bones. No, I'll tell you, the professional Dustin Burcham knows more about wrestling than Dustin Starr ever dreamed of. Let me tell you something about Dustin Starr, that toupee wearing wannabe wishing he was Corey Macklin. Corey Macklin is 100 times the Memphis wrestling promoter that Dustin Starr ever dreamed about being. The only reason he got over in the first place is because his wife was hot. Okay. He wrestles like John Cena. He's got like 3 moves he does over and over again. The best thing he ever did was say, "Oh, yeah." Okay. All right. I have stood next to some of the greatest legends in this business that has ever come around. All right. I didn't just suck upon the teat of their legacy. Okay. And my hair's real. I don't wear a hairpiece. And Dustin Starr clearly wears a hairpiece. I know because Jimmy Blaylock told me he saw him putting the hairpiece on.
I love, baby. Shoot it on harder. This is now your art video shoot interview.
Oh, I actually have never met the guy, so he could be like the greatest dude in the world for all I know. He probably is. He seems nice enough in real life.
Yeah.
Duke Slayer 64, and this is our final question from Discord, and then we got one more after this. Leaked songs most unlikely to be reworked for any future releases. Eye on You.
I was also gonna say Eye on You, but then I'm like, wait a minute, didn't they sample like part of that for Hard School?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
So I'm guessing they probably said, "Oh, we just keep this one little vocal line and then just get rid of the rest of it."
Yeah. Do you see how that Crazy Robin fanboy uploaded those awful remixes to YouTube? I did.
Spotify? How the? Oh, you can. Oh, actually, a minute. I realized it's pretty easy to game the system on Spotify for that shit.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I banned his ass when some shit came out. Yeah. About the dude, and plus he said the same shit every time. It's like I don't care for people coming on and trying to troll me. I think it's kind of funny, but don't do the same joke about laundry every fucking time because it's not creative. You're making yourself look like an idiot, and you're not. First off, you're never gonna piss me off on here. But you will get on my nerves if you just repeat and spam the same bullshit. And I will ban you. And I won't I don't just ban people, I shadow ban people so they can still comment and they don't know they're banned. And because I like to leave them screaming into the wind. And so yeah, he is. I think it's the first time I've told that he's shadow banned. So he's probably still got like posted a million comments, can't nobody see even him. And to me, that's hilarious. All right, our last final question. The final question of Ask Us Anything comes from Guns Blazing. I guess it's Guns Ablazing. They spelled guns weird, and there's a Z in there. Guns Ablazing, and there's a UH instead of an A. Guns Ablazing. As a GNR fan, what do you hope to see in the future of the band?
For them to stay alive.
Yeah.
That's one. And, even if we don't get an album, just give us some fucking singles. Give us just give us some shit. I don't know. Maybe release like a live album, a live DVD or something,
Yeah.
So a live DVD, you can fix all the stuff in post anyways, and it'll sound like nothing like it did on the actual performance, but still.
Yeah.
Give us that fucking Troubadour shit, man. Give us something from like 2016.
Dude, I'd love to have the Troubadour show.
Yeah. That or something from like that first couple of years of the tour. Why not?
I think of the stuff that hadn't been released, I'm still holding out hope that one day we're going to get State of Grace to be.
I think Atlas Shrugged will be one of the next
finished. Atlas Shrugged probably be a good one. Dave Langer has commented. He says he wants them to give us a single that's actually written by Slash, Duff, and Axl, and not just a leftover.
I mean, I would love that too, but they're writing for their own solo records at this point, so
yeah. I don't really give a shit who wrote it as long as it's good.
yeah. And it seems like Slash ran out of ideas for the time being, so he had to go back to 1997 and do that blues record.
Yeah, he's doing his blues ball. Speaking of Slash, though, ladies and gentlemen, we've been hyping it up for months now, but it is finally almost actually time for us to make a formal announcement. I don't know if we've already announced the date, but the Summer of Slash is on the way, and it starts next Saturday, June 22nd. So we got one more shot cast before the Summer of Slash begins. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
All summer long, we're going to be reviewing only Slash songs on our Shotcast Saturday show, which, by the way, you don't have to wait till Saturday to get Shotcast Saturday. How does live sound? Just like Guns and Radio, you can get Shotcast live immediately following this broadcast if you go over to our Patreon and join us on Patreon. And then you don't have to wait all week for Saturday. But yeah, we got one more episode before the Summer of Slash. So that's something to look forward to. More on that later on. All summer long. Nothing but Slash. Summer of Slash 2. Because we did this before.
Yeah. Electric Boogaloo. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, we're going to call it.
Damned all fucking summer long.
That's right. We're having a damned orgy. You and
yes. I. This orgy is condemned, but we sent out the invites to everyone anyway. So.
And you're all invited. Oh, Dave Langer says Beggars and Hangers On would have made a killer GNR song with Axl on vocals. I believe it was presented to Axl and he rejected it, which was
that entire first Snake Pit album. Yeah,
that was stupid, Axl, because those were fucking good songs.
That one I would say is definitely one of the few that I believe you could have pulled off.
Yeah, although I will say the second Snake Pit album don't have a bad song on it. I take it
great
100 times over. Before the what am I looking for? What's the 5 o'clock somewhere?
Yeah, that was the first one, like 97. Oh wait, no, that was 94, 95. Slash was still in the band. It was still technically in GNR when the first one.
Yeah, for the first Snake Pit. Was he still there for the second one?
No, the second was 2000. He was gone by then.
I just want to hear more Rod Jackson, man. I want his. He was supposed to be putting out a solo album. He came on Appetite for Distortion to they even sent Brando a few tracks that I can't get the fucker to send me. But I want to hear the goddamn where is this solo album? I want it. Bastard. Dave says ain't life.
Yes, Ain't Life Grand was the second album.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Slash, our song of the day is Anastasia. Shall we get into that review?
Yeah, let's get right into it, man. We got like a 6-minute song, so let's get right into it.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, our schedule is shot. So we had fun with the Ask Anything, though. So we haven't done that in a few years, and we hope you enjoyed that segment. And let us know if you want to see more shit like that. And if you want to continue the conversation and keep asking us questions, do so in our Discord. As a matter of fact, I need to put the little thingy. Where's the thingy? There it is. Whoa, that's way too big. There we go. Put the thingy up. All right. Anyway, Anastasia. Makes me think of Heart's Crazy on You, because you know how it starts out with kind of like that and then it like hits with some rock and roll.
Kind of, yeah, I can see that.
When they play this live, does Slash actually play an acoustic? Or does he play this on?
I don't recall. I think he probably puts on a clean setting on his guitar. I was gonna say Slash carrying an acoustic. I mean, he did for Patience, but that's it.
Yeah. And there's another song he plays acoustic on with GNR. Come
You Ain't
on.
the First.
You ought to know this.
Flowers.
No, it's on the
Yeah,
live shows right now. It's been a part of the set list ever since we've been doing this show, bro. You've told me a million times it's your favorite song.
Oh, fuck off. I actually don't remember.
Still on the line.
Fuck off. They haven't been doing it that long. It's been since like 2018, probably. But I mean, it's long enough, but still.
Long enough, I guess I've got trauma memories from it.
Yeah.
I do remember. I just love looking around the crowd when that song starts and seeing the confused looks on everybody's face. What the fuck is this shit?
What the fuck is going on here?
Does have quite the extended intro here. I forgot how long this part was. All right. Here we go. Put your seatbelt on. I'm sorry, but that part kicks ass, man.
Oh,
that is a hell of a riff to get you pumped, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On as far as Slash intros go, where would you rank that intro we just heard?
If we're including like, it's definitely his top 5, I'd say.
Oh, including Snake Pit.
If we're just doing Slash solo, like non-GNR Slash, yeah, I would say top 5.
Fair enough. Dave says this has a Joe Satriani, yeah, vibe.
A little bit, yeah.
Pardon me.
Yeah, pardon vous. I think we're both having coughing fits here.
Yeah, I think I got a little crud from the wrestling show last night. That what we call con crud. You know, when you go to a convention and you come back with that little that little cough.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Now, before the lyrics come in, this song is a storytelling song. I feel like
a little bit, yeah.
A lot of times we take a song that's not necessarily a storytelling song and we try to tell a fucked up story with it. That's just our humor. But I don't think we really need to on this one. But I will say there's another song by the Grateful Dead that this story reminds me of. And I'll get into that later on. Let's get to the second verse and I'll tell you what song that is. And then you'll see if you agree with me.
Okay.
Oh shit! You know about that? Remember when you went to jail in Tijuana?
Yeah, that was horrible, man.
Had to take a what was it, citizenship quiz with Vince Neil as your attorney.
Oh God. Oh.
We ain't talked about Motley Crue on here. I don't feel like in a while.
I think the last time we mentioned them was when they released that song.
Or maybe we haven't. I just don't remember.
That's the last time I remember. That's been at least probably a month ago when they fucking released some new music.
Yeah,
basically just sounded like butt rock.
I haven't heard it yet. I have no desire to go listen to it.
Listen, Motley Crue, I get it. They don't want to sound like the 80s, but people expect you to sound like the fucking 80s.
Exactly, yes.
Like, what's with all this, like I get it in the 90s, they're like, we got to get with the fucking times. Cool, whatever. But now it's like everyone has nostalgia for the 80s, so fucking lean into it, bro.
Yeah, your legacy is set.
Your legacy is set. You've always been hair metal dudes,
That's what you're going to be.
Even though now people are like, oh, remember that grunge album Motley Crue did in '94? Yeah, Mick Mars did a better grunge album like last year.
Oh, they did him wrong. I'm still mad about that with this new
I would be
white-haired
too.
jerk off they got in Mick's place.
Oh yeah, they got the android currently known as John 5.
I wonder, did they re-record the guitar parts that he's supposed to be pretending to play on stage, or is he pretending to play the same guitar parts that Mick Mars pretended to play when he was?
They gotta have at least one person doing something live because I don't know if anyone.
Oh, they
else
do,
is.
Vance.
Well, yeah, that's hard to recreate on a lot of
Oh man,
tracks. I mean,
I'd like to think if Vince Neil were singing for real or were lip syncing, he'd do a better fucking job.
Yeah.
All right. So ever since this song came out, it's been highly regarded. It's moved around in Slash's set list, but this has become his closer.
Yeah, this is usually, I think, like after this encore, he'll play this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what he goes home with when you just go see Slash. So I feel like he knows that he's got some gold here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's let that chorus spin.
All my life, Anastasia, Anastasia, this may be our last goodbye. You can stay there, I am fading. That is all my hands
I want to pause for a second and talk about Anastasia, the real Anastasia, whose last name I can't pronounce, Romanov or some shit.
Something like that.
Who cares? It was 100 years ago. We can talk shit about him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, before I do talk about that, because this comment I just saw it and it goes back to what we were talking about Motley Crue. Dave Langer says that Tommy Lee is probably the only person doing it live.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, ain't wrong.
Unless he's playing prop drums.
Yeah, or he's like miming the whole thing. But I'm like,
how would you fake a cymbal crack? I don't know. You'd have to. He's been caught not playing before. Like, remember when
he probably does the stunt or whatever, and he's doing that shit in the air. Like, you could probably get away with not fucking doing anything there.
Because there's a video where the drums start and then Tommy Lee's not hitting anything, and then you see him like hurry up and try to
catch up with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I that's a tough one because he's been caught.
Yeah, that is, if that is true, I don't know. I mean, like, better than, just doing what Lars from Metallica did and replace the snare with an oil drum. So for a full fucking album.
Fucking Lars.
Fuck Lars. Angry Danish midget fuck.
God,
what he is, dude. He has fucking short.
We're never gonna get anybody on this show.
I don't care.
Oh man, I was talking to a guy a couple of weeks ago. Chris didn't know, and while that was going on, we do a show, and Chris just lays into the son of a bitch.
That's what I do on this show. Listen, man, I
was
people,
like, come on,
this is like my stand-up routine here.
And he wouldn't catch in the gym, but I couldn't say anything on the air because I don't want to put out hope something's going to happen, but it ain't happening. Sure ain't happening now. No, you didn't fuck that up. It just
I was going to say, we were actually interviewing someone from Metallica. Yeah, okay.
No.
I was going to say, if we did, we just rip on him for Napster.
We were pretty close to somebody else, though.
Yeah, that's true. I may have goofed that. Who knows? But I mean,
no, you didn't. It would. I'll tell you off air.
Yeah.
You can get DJ Ashby. I've reached out to DJ Dave.
Tried.
For those of you listening to the audio version, I should be considerate and say Dave sent us a comment and said that you could get DJ Ashby. He's sure. But I've reached out. I've spoken with him since he left GNR very briefly. I've sent him emails. I know Rick's talked to him a few times. I feel like he's more interested in talking to Rick than he is me. I don't think
Rick's cool, man. He leaked stuff. Okay.
I don't know if he was. Which we had a lot of fun in Vegas, DJ and I, like just fucking chilling and hanging out. I don't know if but he's probably done that with a million people.
Yeah,
So probably doesn't even remember who the fuck I am. I think
Too
he
much
would
Jaeger.
probably remember who the fuck I was if I don't know if he saw my face better or actually looked at my profile. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Never know.
But I would not rule that one out completely or Bumblefoot. But the caveat of having one of those guys on would be we cannot talk GNR.
Yeah. Or has to be like pre-agreed upon, I guess.
Yeah.
What we're going to ask about.
But honestly, to me, the interesting thing about those interviews would not be to talk about old GNR shit, because everybody and their dog has done that. Go look up DJ Ashba interview, and you'll find him talking about GNR. Same with Bumble. Go look up Bumblefoot interview, and you'll find him talking about GNR. I'm not interested in that. It's been done to death. We know everything they're going to be able to say. You know what I mean? And you can ask until you're blue in the face, and they're not going to be able to tell you much more because of the NDAs and shit. So, and plus it's not going to be all that. I'm going to tell you, the truth is never as interesting as the shit we think of and make up. So the more interesting thing is going to be talking about shit that's happened since they've left and starting like the interview. If you're going to do like a timeline, let's talk about everything that's been going on since leaving GNR. Yeah. I honestly would have more Nikki 6 a.m. questions for DJ than I would GNR.
Yeah.
And I'd be
that's
way
the other successful thing he's done. So.
Yeah. I'd be way more interested talking about that or that album I got that never came out. That I told you that story, right? That I asked him about.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Whoa, shit." Yeah. I'd be way more interested in talking about that. But you guys, I don't know if you'd be interested in hearing that. So, I mean, everything else has been, I'm not going to beat a dead horse and ask him the same shit everybody else has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dave agrees. He says Life is Beautiful is a good song. Yeah. I think there's not a bad song on Prayers for the Damned or Prayers for the Blessed. I recommend both of those albums. Particularly, my favorite song by them is either Barbarians or You Have Come to the Right Place. No, Relief. Relief is probably my favorite song by 6 a.m. Personally, we'll have to check that out on here sometime if we haven't already.
I'm down. I'm always down for new stuff.
Oh, man. Relief hits you in the feels. But anyway, let's get back to Anastasia and talk about Slash. All right, so here's where I wanted to insert the teaser that I said about Grateful Dead. This song reminds me a whole lot, as far as the subject matter, not the riff, not the melody, because they don't sound alike at all, but the subject matter of being on the run from the law and in these two stories. Friend of the Devil. Have you ever heard that?
I have not. I don't think I've ever listened to any Grateful Dead, to be honest. Never got into them.
I don't want to lose our place in the audio we're listening to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you some lyrics, and you'll see what I mean. So this is from Friend of the Devil by the Grateful Dead. I lit out from Reno. I was trailed by 20 hounds. I didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. I set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine, and if I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. And let's see. And that's basically the story of the song. And so let's see. Ran into the devil, baby, loaned me 20 bills. I spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. He's running, he's running from law. Got two reasons why I cry every lonely night. The first one's named Sweet Anna Marie, and she's my heart's delight. Because there's like this song's about a girl named Anastasia. That one's about Anna Marie, and they're both on the run from the law.
Yeah.
The second one is Prison Babe, and the sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail. And so you see what I mean? They both got a girl they're thinking about while they're on the run from
something.
The cops. So, I mean, check out Friend of the Devil after this if you haven't already. If you don't know it, got some homework for you, and you'll see what I mean. It's a lot more chill vibe as to where this is. You know, it's more of a acoustic song, but the story line, a lot of similarities there. All my love, Anastasia. I love this fucking chorus, man. Our last goodbye. You can't bootleg this shit from our show, cause I'm singing over it.
Fair use.
That is fair use. We've won every one of them so far. So. Here we go. I love that shit, man.
Oh, he always brings back the main riff. Usually a lot of Slash songs he does that, which I like.
I think this is a sweet riff. It sounds like it's probably not as complex as what we all think it is as non-guitar players. Oh, here we go. Let's get this solo in. Slash is over here reminding us whose name is in the whose name comes first on the marquee.
Yeah. You came to see this guy shred, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Badass.
His first solo in this song is pretty good.
Yeah, there's gonna be more. It's a Slash song primarily, so
yeah. I mean the outro solos, but I think I remember most of this one. It gets fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, well that's coming up. All right, we got the key change. Here we go. We need a good old key change.
Yeah. Nice little outro.
I'm sorry. I got to pause for a second. I got a notification about Discord, and my curiosity got the best of me. And I had to look it up, and it's Franz. And part of me sees it, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to send it to you on Facebook so you can put it in here where the thingy is. Just upload it like a... Actually, fuck that. I'm going to do it.
Hang on. I have it open a new tab. I'll screen share it real quick.
Yeah, share your screen real quick and let's show everybody.
I'm going to show the tab here.
All right, hang on. Let me get the QR thingy out of the way.
Yeah, there you go.
Fucking Franz, man.
And you're asking
when you ask a question and the answer's on your shirt. And for those of you listening to the audio version, it's a picture of Axl Rose wearing a shirt that says, "Who ate all the pussy?" Fucking Franz, man. Well, you got to crack me up. Well, we're doing a show, man. You
God damn it. Leave the memes for later, damn it. Go to sleep, Franz. We know what time it is where you live.
Dude, Franz just goes nuts in our Discord, and I love it, man.
Also, happy belated, Franz. I know everyone on the Discord wish happy birthday. But
Franz did have a birthday a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday, our dude.
Yeah, it's
our
funny,
main man.
You mentioned D-Day, and then I'm at work, and my dad's talking about, it's the 80th anniversary of D-Day. I'm like, wait a minute. That's someone else's birthday, I know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it happened, man. Franz was there.
Yeah.
It was born coming down the parachute, Like his mom was gave birth to him and just immediately put a little tiny parachute on him. And the day he was born, he actually killed 40 Germans. A lot of people don't
Damn.
know that about Franz during the Great War. World War II, not the Great War. That was World War One.
Well, that's the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't know Franz was old enough. That would make him what, 80?
At least 80.
Alexa, how long ago was D-Day? Let's just settle this.
Normandy landing started on June 6, 1944 and ended on July 1st, 1944.
There you go. However many years that is. I'm not
That's
mad.
80 years, dude.
That's 80 years? All right, yeah.
Oh,
Happy 80th birthday, Franz. Thank you for your service. We're not even in the same country. I don't even know if we would have been on the same side.
you'd hope. I don't know.
Who cares? It was 100 years ago. Fuck it. It was 80 years ago.
Mhm.
Can't hold any grudge you hold beyond 2 weeks is not worth holding.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let the outro play for a minute because I think we've all heard this song, but I see we've got a chat, and I'm hoping it's Franz. Oh, it's Mike Blakesley. What's up, Mike?
Just got him, bro.
Yeah, you're pulling an Axel tonight, coming in late,
Yeah.
but we're never on time either. So
It's true.
Sundays, sometime around 6 p.m. Central. That's our show
Yeah.
scheduled. 5 Eastern. So, is it 5 Eastern or 7 Eastern? 7 Eastern.
Eastern. Yeah.
7 Eastern, 6 Central. But that's
Yeah.
not the time. The official time, it's sometime around
Yeah.
5 Eastern, 6 Central. All right, let's listen to Slash. Shred the shit out of this solo. Because you gotta, it's Slash, man. It's gonna be layered. I like how the solos have verses and chorus structure to them. I just noticed that. I'm just now hearing the maracas.
Ooh, additional percussion.
Yeah, I've never noticed that before. All right, and there you go. That was Anastasia by Slash from the 2012 album Apocalyptic Love. I think I got that right because I did it from
That is
memory.
correct. Yeah.
Oh man, we got our first criticism. Dave says it needs more
Needs more
cowbell.
cowbell. Everything needs more cowbell. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you hire Steven Adler for. More cowbell.
That's right. We got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell. You guys can leave your thoughts in the chat, but for right now, and we'll read them in just a minute. Right now, it's time for us to give our final thoughts on Anastasia. Who's going first?
I'm gonna let you go first this time.
Oh, you're going to let me go first. Okay.
I'm gonna let you go first. Yeah. Set the
Well,
tone, baby.
I'll set the tone. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. First off, I'm just going to start off because this grade is obvious for me. Perfect 5. 5 out of 5. I love this song. It's the best hit off of Apocalyptic Love. Should be. I feel like if this was a Guns N' Roses song, everybody would be celebrating it and it would be all over the place. But because it came out on a Slash and Myles Kennedy album, it's kind of a second-class song in the eyes of the public. Most people will never hear the song unless you buy the album or download it or go seek it out. And people don't do that. Go seek out this song. If you haven't heard it without us talking over it and shit, go listen to it on your own. It's a perfect song. It's an amazing song. You know what? Slash closing his shows. I'm bummed that he took out all the GNR Snake Pit and all that other shit. Like, I get taking out GNR out of his live set list because he's back in GNR.
Mm-hmm.
But at least give us back Snake Pit songs, bro. But you know what? And Anastasia, even if he brings back Snake Pit songs into the set list, Anastasia is a hell of a closing song. And even on his blues tour, dude, this would make a great blues song. You better be closing with Anastasia, bro, because if I go see Slash, especially if I go see Slash and Myles Kennedy, and I don't hear Anastasia, I'm gonna be pretty bummed out, man, because this is the best song Slash, Myles Kennedy, and the Conspirators ever did, and yeah, that's all I got to say about it. I love it. Perfect song. 5 out of 5.
Yeah. I'd probably go along the same lines. Just like if Paradise City and Rocket Queen fucked and made a baby, this is probably the output. Like this, it kind of reminds me of both. That's why it's like, like Paradise City in the sense that it's a great closing song, and Rocket Queen in the sense that it's very structured a little similarly too, in some parts. But yeah, this is like the result of those two songs. Whatever, if songs could fuck and make another song, this is what happens. I think that's the best way to put it, to be honest. Like, this is one of Slash's best songs, solo wise, whether it's, them doing shit with the Conspirators, or I think just in general in all his solo stuff. This is definitely like one of his best songs. So that's also an easy 5 out of 5 for me.
All right. And let's see. Do we got any in the comments? Do we got any chats? Anybody else give their thoughts?
Just Dave's not a fan of Myles' voice on most songs. A lot of people aren't. I don't know. I'm used to it. I'm fine with it.
Oh, Dave says, doesn't Slash do Don't Damn Me live? I think,
this year, when they were doing the Europe and the rest of the world tour with the Conspirators, they brought out Bad Apples. So Slash was bringing out very rare GNR songs this time around, which is also really cool.
That's cool because you're not going to hear those at a GNR show. So
no, you never will.
Fuck it, might as well.
Yeah.
Mike Blakesley says he gives it a 3.75. So
would have been 5 if it was in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, it would have been 5 if it was in the Tokyo Dome. But what did you think about Anastasia? Continue the conversation in our Discord. You can head over to gunsandradio.com right now and get your free invite to jump all up in that Discord. We'll be hanging out a little bit after the show. We're hanging out there all weekend. Well, we're always in there. It comes to my phone, so I can easily reply if it's most of the time I just sit back and watch the world burn in there, but every now and then I'll join in on the conversation, or I'll try to figure out what everybody's talking about without having to go read the whole thing, like I did with whatever that big controversy we just had was. With Anastasia of all people. Sad day. I like that guy. Made great YouTube content. And now people are going to be like, oh, you're still plugging this guy after all this shit? He didn't do nothing to me. I don't even know what the fuck he did to you. So apparently it was bad enough for Sheriff Ian to ban him, and I can't undo a Sheriff Ian ban.
No.
So I don't have the authority to do that. It's impossible. So, I mean, keep Ian happy, I guess, if you come in our Discord, because even I can't override a decision there because I choose not to.
Yeah. Jobs, damn it.
Better this way. But Ian's not an asshole. We don't have a lot of moderators.
Mm-hmm.
We just have Ian, and he don't ban people for dumb shit. So
yeah,
I gotta go with my gut and trust his judgment. He's made good judgment so far. Probably been the best thing we've done with the Discord and keeping it sane. As close as it's going to get. It's pretty fucking wild in there. Eye on you? I don't get it, Dave. Anyway, Chris, should we spin the wheel and find out what song we're doing next week on Guns and Radio?
Yeah, let's spin that wheel. Let's keep some good stuff rolling here. Hopefully. I've said that before, and that's had some bad luck. So hopefully, let's see. Let's just get a reversal of that.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Trouble, Duff McKagan.
God damn it.
Oh, Duff, I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Well, we're going back to the Duff McKagan whale. What album is this from?
I will check right now, actually.
Please be from that one good
It
one.
is from Believe in Me, so we may have a good one on our hands. So
okay.
there's hope.
Okay, good. All right.
Your trouble so long.
So, Well, good. Yeah, expect a lot of that. Shit.
I'm in trouble. Put me in timeout, brother.
Yeah, this song. No, see, this song is about his favorite board game. Because that little kid game
Oh
where you
yeah.
push the
It's
button and
fun getting into trouble.
nobody knows how to play it because we're
Yeah.
not toddlers.
Bitch,
Yeah.
I used to play that as a kid.
Really? I never did.
Oh, dude, I had trouble at home, man. Fucking, you literally the best part was just popping that little thing in the middle for the dice. Just, doo.
Yeah, I would like to have a poppable dice roller for
Yeah,
D&D.
you just press it in the middle, like, doo. It shakes the thing.
Dude, somebody make me one of those with a D20 in it so I can play D&D and be lazy at the same time. It'd be
Mhm.
great. So Trouble by Duff McKagan is going to be our next episode. And of course, we've got Shotcast Saturday coming up next live for the people on Patreon, and for everybody else, it's going to be coming up on Saturday. It was a little bit late this week because, boy, just forgot to post it and then was at a wrestling show when
Yeah.
Jeff reminded me. So I don't know. Let's see. We got one more comment. Dave says the majority, the Lenny Kravitz song on "Believe in Me" is really good. I agree. I think we gave that a
have
good
reviewed
review.
that one. Yeah, we
What'd
both
we
gave
give
it threes from both of us.
Okay, so above average. That's way above average because we'll do 2.5s. So
Mhm.
I think a 2 is like my medium. Like if I think it's just okay, I usually give it about a 2 to 2.5. So a 3,
Yeah.
pretty good score.
Mhm.
It's a fair
I
score.
see.
But what did you think? Let us know in our Discord. Give us your comments over there. Head over to gunsradio.com, do all that shit. Be sure to come back. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and share this video. And we want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed because to celebrate all of our subscribers, we just hit the 10K mark, and we don't give a fuck if people troll unfollow now because we're going to be doing a 10K special. And tell them what we're doing, Chris.
Yeah, in just a couple weeks' time, we're gonna be doing a concert watch along. I think the first of this year that we've done.
Oh, wow.
The first we've done, I think, since probably New Year's Eve, I think, or New Year's special.
Oh,
We did
nice.
Rock in Rio 2001 for New Year's. We're gonna be doing one to celebrate over 10,000 subs here on YouTube. And we both decided on Appetite for Democracy, recorded in 2012, released in 2014. So we're getting
I know.
some of that late Chinese democracy era, Guns N' Roses, just a few years before Axl said, "Fuck it, I needed some money," and called Slapshot.
That's right. And that's coming right now, June 23rd is when
Yeah.
you can expect that. So next week is Trouble by Duff McKagan that we're going to be reviewing. And then after that is Appetite for Democracy on June 23rd. Those episodes will both be pre-taped
Mhm.
because of prior engagements. We're not going to be live again. Right now, it's looking like June 30th is our next live stream that we're going to be doing.
That'll be probably the Mara Nadia episode. That's the
The
Canada
Marinette.
4th of July special, the crossover.
Oh, is it? Is it? It
That will be.
is.
'Cause the day after that is Canada Day, and then the 4th of July is like later in the week.
That is our Marinadian special,
Yeah.
2024.
Both
Oh
of them.
man, we got to do something great for Marinadia. Well, should we do America or Nadia again? Did you have fun?
That was pretty cool. I'm down for
America.
that.
No, it wasn't
Hey,
America.
well,
I
listen,
said it
DJ,
wrong.
dude,
It's
DJ
not.
Ashba did the national anthem on a wrestling pay-per-view, so we can just have DJ Ashba and come and play that, whatever. Play the
We can let
national anthem
Jeff
for us.
get a do-over for a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And you know what? If Jeff wants to do the national anthem on the Marinadia special, on the Marinadia special, I got to get the A out at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because it's America or Nadia.
Yeah.
Marinadia special. Then I think he deserves that Web Redemption do-over from.
Absolutely.
It's comedically bad when I put in George Washington looking disappointed.
You got 3 weeks, Jeff. Brush up.
You got 3 weeks, Jeff. Yeah, if you want it. If you don't, we'll do the DJ Ashba either way.
Yeah.
Be sure to come back next week. We'll see you then. Join us on Discord. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Peace.
Go home. Go home. We're not ending the stream till all of you are gone. Bullshit.